Hey guys, Jamie and Dave here from BowHunterPlanet.com, and today we got a really exciting crossbow to show you guys. In fact, this is a bow that Kevin and I actually ran into at the ATA show. It is the Hyper RAPTOR from Barnett. This is a very popular bow, a lot of attention on this bow, and why? Because look at it, I mean, it just looks awesome. So today, we're gonna deep dive into the new Raptor from Barnett. Also, thank you to the following companies that help keep this show going and support what we do here at Bowhunter Planet. Also, before we get started, make sure you guys check out the archery repair kit that we launched this year. Help keep yourself in the field longer with having the ability to fix your bow in the field. The archery repair kit gives you all the tools you need to keep going in your hunt and get you through before you need to go back to a pro shop.
All right, well, I started picking this thing up and looking at some of the features. I mean, this thing, I can understand why people are looking at this for about, I think we're looking about 600 bucks. 410 feet per second, very light. There is a version of this with a cocking aid. We do have the rope version, but I think the nice thing about this, it locks in there pretty good. It has a tab back here to make sure the string doesn't come out.
Never seen that before. Looks like it's adjustable back here.
Yep, grip moves in and out. You don't want to use that, great. This will help keep your hands safe. I know we're worried about that a lot, especially with the kids, so I'm ready to give this thing a shot, see what we can do.
Yeah, so this bow has got a lot going on, guys, for what you're seeing here. You have an aluminum rail, so it's got aluminum rail. However, it has a composite riser. And that's the first thing I noticed when I picked it up. I'm like, oh, you know, how did they get this price point? And then I realized when I noticed that this was a composite riser, that's how they're hitting that price point of around $600. So you're getting a big option here with this bow, right? Some of you are gonna say, I'm not gonna use a composite riser. Totally understand. But others might give this a shot. And as Kevin and I were talking about this off script here, they have a 5-year warranty on the bow. So realistically, it's not a bad option for 600 bucks. You're getting a bow that looks to be, right, when you're looking at this bow, close to a $2,000 to $3,000 bow on some of the other models we've seen different brands, right? So Barnett did a great job giving you guys a low-cost option here that has some of that same capabilities, just they tried a composite riser. So whether or not, you know, I don't know how long-term it'll work or whatever, right, but I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, you got 5 years to figure it out. Right? That's not so bad. But like I said, I've seen it for under $600, so realistically, there's a lot of options here. Yeah. Now, what Jamie was talking about with this cocking device here, this aid they put in, it fits perfectly into this mechanism right here, and so you can see it looks good. Now, it also has magnets here, so when you're not using it, you can magnet this together so it's not making noise and rattling in your bag. That is a really cool aspect of this bow. They also feature some really cool tech on the bow in the cam system and how they do their cables here on the front. So with the specs of the bow, we're looking at this bow will be cocked is 7.25 inches, uncocked is 15.6 inches. So there's a massive difference once this thing cocks down and what's gonna happen.
Right out the window of your blind with no problem.
It's gonna shoot up to speeds of 410 feet per second. We're gonna test that today. And one of the cool things about this bow, guys, is it shoots a normal arrow size diameter. So as you can see here, they have their own, that are literally like shooting a regular arrow, not a bolt. And if they're gonna have their own knock on the back as well, it's gonna fit in this bow perfectly. Power stroke's 14 inches, draw weight is 205 pounds, overall length is 32.5 inches. The weight of this bow is 7.1, and that's pretty light for crossbows, and I would say because of the composite, you're picking up some of that, you're losing some of that weight because you're using that material. This bow features an all-new exclusive custom step-through riser with Raptor limbs and infinity cams. It has pivoting limb pockets. It's got a new halo system eliminating cable crossing. Oh, that's interesting, yeah, with the cable system there. So they don't cross like they would before. Now they just go around, they wrap around these pieces. That's pretty cool. They feature the trigger with anti-dry fire technology, soft lock bristle retainer system, CNC machined aluminum flight track, which we call the rail, but yes, flight track, that is aluminum, so you do have a metal in this bow somewhere, right? Definitely a lot of composites, but definitely metal on that part. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Buttstock features adjustable length of pull, pre-installed string dampeners, lightweight composite riser, rope hold roller ball technology keeps the RCD rope in place as you attach the hooks to the string for more consistent cocking. That's pretty, yeah, that is neat. I've never seen that before, so it can't fall out. It's compatible with both Hyperflight 20-inch .204 small diameter arrows and standard diameter arrows. It will come in this ready to hunt package. It includes this premium 4x36 millimeter illuminated retinal scope, 3 Hyperflight 20-inch arrows, side mount quiver, sled rope cocking device, in lubrication wax. Also, a cool thing to note about this bow is if you want to show the back here, they have like a Picatinny system of multiple ways to mount your Picatinny quiver they're going to come with. So you can put it on this side, that side, don't matter. It's kind of cool. And again, with this adjustable foregrip, you have a lot of flexibility with this bow and how you're going to use it. So, all right, guys, we're going to speed test this bow real quick, and then Jamie and I are going to shoot this bow, and let's just see how it reacts and see how it fires.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and cock the Hyper Raptor. I have the sled inside here. You got to ensure that the rope is back behind here, and this ball holds it in. So that's a really good option. So you know exactly where it should go. And it shouldn't be too much effort to pull this back. We're all the way in, it went safe. All set. All right, now we're gonna take a shot. It came with these standard Hyperflight 20-inch arrows. Locked it in. It's ambidextrous safety, so that's good for you left-handed folks. Ooh, 397. Okay, first shot was 397. Here's the second. 393.
All right, guys, this bow was awesome. Honestly, I think for the amount of money this bow costs, just around $600, I would absolutely buy this bow. It has the 5-year warranty, so we know that, I know that some of you with the composites can turn you off, and I'm telling you, other companies in the industries are using composites like Glock and Sig Sauer. There's a whole bunch of composite all around the place. So it is extremely sturdy. It feels great to me. Shoots dead on. We were shooting it. It was like,
I mean, we're at 10 yards, but I mean, what's that, 2 inches maybe? And we're hitting right in the middle of it.
Full adjustability again. It's got this at the front end, it's got this at the back end here. So a lot of options here. We were talking just earlier about how you can fit your foot in here, a hunting boot, because a lot of times that is an issue. We termed our own name for these. We're gonna call them toe picks, but there's not like a regular tongue. A normal tongue would be here. I guess this would be considered the tongue, I guess, how they did it.
I like how they built that in there. But like we said, it takes away a lot of the annoying things when it comes to cocking your crossbow with a rope. It's safely in here. It's not gonna come off. You know exactly where it needs to go, and then you can leave it in there and walk around. The only issue we saw is if sometimes when the slide comes down, your hand can hit the safety
and turn it back to fire. So you got to be a little careful there.
But other than that,
great grips. You know, we were talking earlier about that. They're like real fat, thick rubber grips, and they feel really nice. It's warm if you're holding it. Again, on both the main handle and this front handle, the foregrip, they're both rubberized fat grips, which make it really nice when you're holding it, to be honest. Trigger tech, it's a great trigger. I mean, this has been tried and true for years. We've seen trigger tech for years on different bows, so that's a great
But there's
system.
a huge space in there too, so if you have a glove on, it's not a hairpin trigger. You know, it's not like a high-end gun, but you know when it's there, and you can get your finger in there with a glove and be good to go.
Again, easy to maneuver this bow. It's lightweight because of having the composite up front. It's got this really cool cross system here for. It's got this really cool cable system where it doesn't cross the cables. That's something new. Again, you know, we always talk about making sure you lube the rail on these. You know, Jamie did it before we start shooting, so that's really important to make sure you're constantly doing that. Now, when we talk about speed, we did run the speed test. We're a little bit off on the speed, but that's pretty normal for you know, any company. They were down about 10, just over 10. But we also don't know exactly what arrow they used to get their speed, so it's hard to really tell.
Yeah, the smaller diameter one probably
it's
a little faster.
Very hard to tell how a company does it, but to be honest, it's still around 400, and I feel like that's really good for what we're seeing in our test with that hunting arrow. So that's pretty cool.
Good for $600.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, if the question is, would you guys use this in the field? The answer is yes, 100% yes. At this price point, at a 5-year warranty, I don't think there's much to think about, really. I mean, it's a great deal.
Deer killing machine.
We'll see you next time, right here on Bowhunter Planet.